What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here. Got some big announcements here from the Trump administration, which may affect or will affect your money and your pocketbook. Also, who will qualify for Trump's $2,000 stimulus check or tariff rebate check? And all of this kind of ties in together from his tariffs, the money coming in from his tariffs, how you pay them, and what you might be getting back from the tariffs. So I'm going to give you all the details about that here right now as we're live right now here on the YouTube It's Jimmy Show. Let me know if you can see and hear me. Type yes in the chat. Let me know where you're tuning in from. You can let me know your city, state, or even your country, as we have people tuning in here from all around the globe. Don't forget to hit that like button for me here, and if you haven't yet, subscribe down below and click the bell icon so you get notifications when we go live. I will keep you up to date here with everything you need to know here on a daily basis. All right, take a look here. Okay, so President Donald Trump and the Trump administration is scrapping, getting rid of, or lowering some grocery tariffs. Basically succumbing to the idea that they're raising prices on a lot of items, which is what most people have been realizing and what all the economists have been saying, that it's inevitable that these tariffs are going to raise prices. And President Donald Trump just came out and said, you can see here, Trump scraps grocery tariffs in affordability scramble as beef, coffee, and tropical fruits are suddenly off the list. I'll give you more details here in a second. This comes here as the U.S. faces the largest monthly increase in food prices in years since during the pandemic supply chain crunch. Here's what's driving up the cost of groceries. Yeah, between July and August 2025, grocery prices across the U.S. went up 0.06% in just 1 month. So if just 1 month there, if you extrapolate that per month, it's getting pretty expensive. And remember, this is the latest data they have. Imagine, we had the government shutdown and stuff. Imagine, this when tariffs are still kicking in, it's starting to get pretty expensive. With a 3.2% year-over-year increase on the consumer price index, a lot of people are seeing much higher prices across the board in groceries. Nearly half, 47% of Americans say it's harder to afford groceries than it was a year ago, according to a recent poll. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Are groceries harder to afford now? Let me know yes or no in the comment section. Average retail prices for ground roast coffee are up more than 40% in the past year as of September, according to the government, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. So directly from the government. Average retail prices for ground beef, in which a lot of cows are imported, even if, the slaughtering happens, in the United States, they still are imported, a lot of them, and there's a tariff. And same thing with bananas. A lot of them are imported into the United States, even if a few might be grown here in the United States. Those have both increased by 11.5% and 8.6% since last year, well ahead of the overall inflation rate of 3%, which is kind of ironic when Trump has imposed tariffs of 10 to 40%, including some food products. You can kind of see how they're relating to the price increases. Trump told reporters that the tariff exemption should cause prices to go down, which means that the tariff caused prices to go up initially, which a lot of people still don't understand for some reason. And they mostly apply to food that is, quote, not competitive in this country, like bananas, Trump said. We don't make them in this country, so there's no protection of our industries or our food products, he said aboard Air Force One. Now, President Donald Trump has gone on the defense over his tariffs as prices on everyday items keep rising, and this will help to cause some of those items to go back down to prices, hopefully to the prices back where they initially were, as he rolls back tariffs on dozens of food products. But there will still be at least a baseline tariff of 10%, plus 10%, from when he started these tariffs. So there will be at least a plus 10% tariff. The White House actually released a list of 100 products no longer subject to the levies, including coffee, cocoa, black tea, green tea, vanilla beans, beef products, all beef products, or a lot of beef products, I should say, fruits, including acai, avocados, bananas, coconuts, guavas, limes, oranges, mangoes, plantains, pineapples, various peppers and tomatoes, spices, all sorts of different spices, nuts, grains, roots, seeds, barley, Brazil nuts, capers, cashews, chestnuts, macadamia nuts, palm hearts, pine nuts, poppy seeds, taro, water chestnuts, and more. Now, Trump is also, though, threatening to increase tariffs, though, on new items such as pasta, like pasta coming from Italy, and even a lot of pasta on the shelf here in the U.S., which you might think might be made here in the U.S., is actually imported from pasta, and the Trump administration is threatening a 107% tariff, and experts are saying that this might literally just stop the flow of the pasta because it just would make it unaffordable. So you literally might just see it not on the shelves anymore. So we will see. I'll keep you up to date. Now, President Donald Trump has promised a tariff dividend of at least $2,000 to be paid to most Americans. If you've been watching my channel here, he's gave multiple interviews here recently, and his most recent statement on Truth Social says, quote, "People that are against tariffs are fools. We are now the richest, most respected country in the world with almost no inflation and a record stock market price. 401ks are the highest ever. We are taking in trillions of dollars and will soon begin paying down our enormous debt of $37 trillion. Record investment in the U.S., plants and factories going up all over the place, and a dividend of at least $2,000 a person, not including high-income people, will be paid to everyone." This is coming directly from President Donald Trump, a statement from him. Again, a dividend or tariff dividend of at least $2,000. He says at least $2,000 a person, not including high-income people, will be paid to everyone. Now, here's who could qualify for Trump's proposed tariff stimulus checks. A Trump administration official, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, suggested that President Donald Trump's proposal for a $2,000 tariff dividend could be paid to families making $100,000 a year or less. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent said in a televised interview that Trump is considering the stimulus check of $2,000 for families making $100,000 or less. Those levels would be similar to the qualifications for the previous stimulus checks that actually, remember, President Donald Trump sent out stimulus check number 1 and stimulus check number 2, and the executive order stimulus check. And former President Biden sent out the $1,400 stimulus check. That was the third stimulus check. So all of these income limits would be similar. Treasury Secretary Bessent said in the interview, quote, "There are a lot of options here. The president is talking about a $2,000 rebate on the tariff money, basically. Rebate check, stimulus check, it's all the same thing. And that would be for families making less than, say, $100,000. Let me know your thoughts here in the comment section. Also, this is very important for those on Medicare or for those who have loved ones that want to be. Pay attention. The annual open enrollment period goes from October 15th only until December 7th. If you have Medicare, this is the time to choose your new 2026 plan that works best for you. There has been a lot of Medicare changes recently, and most Medicare plans change, and many just go away entirely. Luckily, my trusted partner, Chapter Medicare, makes comparing every Medicare and Medicare Advantage option easy. They're honest, unbiased, and can review your plan and get you the best one in under 20 minutes. If you're on the right plan for your needs, they'll tell you, and if you're not, they'll help you switch. And by doing this, they've saved people on average around $1,100, which is amazing. They've helped hundreds of people from my community find better plans, and they can help you too. So call this phone number on the screen, 833-700-1320, or click the pinned comment down below in the comment section to connect with Chapter and find the plan that's best for you. So if you haven't yet, subscribe down below so you don't miss out on future videos, and click the bell icon so you get notifications when we go live. I will keep you up to date here with new details as we get them. If you haven't yet, share this video with anybody that needs to hear this information, or share this video on social media. Click here to see the major bill that President Donald Trump just passed and has $10,000 bonus checks in them. Thanks for watching, guys.